Hi, so my name is Peter Robinson and I'm doing a leadership blog for IMD. My background, I worked on the Olympics in London last year, and then with my wife we travelled around the world for 3 months before starting the MBA. And I recently had a son, Alistair, who's now 2 months old. Marketing department at IMD asked me around a month ago what they could improve. In fact, they asked the whole class what they could improve to make the MBA better marketed to everyone around the world. I mentioned that I didn't really understand the leadership stream before I came here, and actually it's been the best thing about the MBA so far. So they turned around to me and said, well, would you mind doing a blog about it? We are 6 months into the course, obviously, so there's a bit of catching up to do. But over the next few blogs, I'll be talking about the leadership stream, explaining it in a bit of detail, my experience of it, and my journey. So today, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the elements of the leadership stream, of which there are 4 key ones: the PPIN, the leadership experientials, the essays, academic essays you write, and the PDE, the personal development elective. So first, PPIN, nobody knows what that means. It's 15 to 20 sides exploring yourself from your early years, your fears, and it becomes a touch point for later in the year when you rewrite when you rewrite it and see how you've changed and how your perceptions about yourself have changed. You expose a lot in it, and you do it before you get to IMD, and it's you worry about what you're writing in it and who's going to read it, because it is, you have to really go into make yourself vulnerable in the essay to really get the most out of it. So that's the PPIN, personal professional identity narrative, as it's nicely called. Then there's 4 weeks into the program, we have our first leadership experiential. I should just say, to context, to go back a sec, all the learning on the leadership stream IMD is you, your background and previous experiences, and your groups, of which there are 3 groups you spend 3 months with during the program. So 6 of you, my last group was Brazilian, Indian, Senegal, Slovenia, Italy, and myself, Britain, British. So we all were thrown together at the start and work 40 hours a week together in group work, and probably another 30 hours a week in the classroom. That's on top of the 30 hours a week in the classroom. So the first experiential is where you get to really open up, and you're with a coach all the time. You're put into different situations, and you have to you go through these situations, and then you explore why people have behaved in the group in the ways that they have. It is brutal. People are very open. They're very honest about each other's behaviour. A lot of groups have someone who breaks down in the sessions, but at the end of it, you are much more open as a group, and you're much more willing to share why you behave the way you do and why you feel the way you do. After the experiential, you write an essay. The essay explores further some of those issues that were raised about your behaviour, motivations, and why you've behaved the way you do. It's the psychology, with some background literature on it. From that experiential and the essay, you then can take PDE sessions, personal development elective, which is 20 sessions with a psychologist. And there you can explore further some of these issues that have been raised. You can talk about whatever you want, but it has provided me with an insight into what I've learned so far. Okay, so talked a little bit about the PPIN, the experientials, the essay, the PDE, and the context for all this learning, which is the groups, the group work. Next time, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's happened in my own journey, especially with what happened when my son was born 8 weeks ago, and how that's changed the way that I see things, what we doing. Anyway, thank you.